Hi Pisces, I'm so happy to be here. First, I want to thank some of you that have been donating, supporting, sending messages, and commenting. And I bow, I bow to your support. We are all going through this tremendous shift in consciousness, collectively and individually. It's being shown that the Schumann resonance of the planet is extremely high. It has really shifted. So the Pachamama, the planet Earth itself, has shifted. We are seeing so many solar flares happening in a very accelerated motion. So there is this acceleration in rising of consciousness in general, what we could call the new Earth. And this is not going to show physically. It is a state of consciousness in which we're all entering into. It's a deepening, it's an awakening, it's a feeling. And those two beautiful cards that came out here show truly what is asked right now. You have silence your mind, and just after that came look further up. So we're shifting from this thinking, logical mind, limited, conditioned mind, into, I would say, the deeper mind, or the higher mind, however you see it, where you see from the physical eyes are not here because they are inside. What we could call being in the world, but not of it. And with Saturn in Pisces, we are seeing already the importance of our spiritual integrity, walking our talk. And it's not easy because there's a lot of mind. There's a lot of exhaustion as well. The body could feel exhausted. We could feel, it could be difficult to sleep, or just so many symptoms of ascension. And so in all this, there's this tremendous need, and you'll see in the oracle cards here, for restoring and replenishing, like a Four of Cups energy. You have restore and replenish. That is calling to Mars in Cancer right now until May, approximately May 19th. It entered in March 25th. And so we are asked to mother ourselves because we're getting into more emotions, perhaps more triggers, but also if we can cut through those triggers, a lot of commitment, a lot of making things right, boundaries in relationships. This is also going through very strongly, whatever relationship it could be, friends, spiritual community, just community in general, family, it could be romantic. But there's also a lot of deception around us. So we have this nourish yourself, because as you nourish your frequency, you're nourishing the frequency of the planet at the same time. You could be just sitting in your room, and as your frequency rises, you are having an impact on the earth, on the planet, on the cosmos, on other people, without even talking. So we're getting into this state of being now that is going to be our own healing, but the healing of others. And it's not going to be so much physical, right? We're entering this lightness, this light, this energetic body, which we've always been, but we're awakening to that. So we are diving for light. Number 11 here is very important. Diving for light, Pisces. We are, now that we pass this full moon in Libra, we are entering in the eclipse season. The next new moon in Aries is going to be a solar eclipse. And then we'll have a very strong lunar eclipse in Scorpio in May. So, around the 20th of April, the solar eclipse, and then the lunar eclipse on the 5th of May. So this is going to trigger humongous changes We are already shifting very much so internally, but you could be seeing those changes happening externally now in the next month, next few weeks. So power, strength is going to be needed. This is the first card that came out. Awakening to your power, your strength. The power of manifestation is huge right now. You could be thinking of something and yeah, poof, it happens. And that shouldn't trigger your ego. Oh, I can do this or that. No. This is a birthright. It's who we are. And we're awakening to this magical fact. Right? So as you anchor yourself into your own magic, you're going to also be able to see clearly. We have the deception and envy card that came twice with two different decks. This could be talking to particular people around you, and that's coming on strongly where in the community we have to be careful of who is good for us and who is not for our spiritual growth, right? And also when we're asked to help others, and that's going to be coming up with Mars and Cancer, first we have to help ourselves, and we have to know how to assist without interference, talking your truth, but not interfering the path of anyone, right? Because everyone is on their own path, their own journey. And so no judgment arises. It's just what it is. You just talk your truth. But there's no trying to make or force anybody to shift their thinking, right? Or being. So this deceit could also have to do with anxiety, our own deceit within ourselves, our mind deceiving us, right? Because it's very active right now. And it's very active because the shift is coming into the heart. And so again, this restoring, replenishing, if you need a nap, if you need to, take care of yourself, this is really, 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 you can't pass this. This is a priority right now. Now, you have here, we talked about this eclipses and financial and material changes on the horizon. The universe, something coming to a cycle completing. You also perhaps starting to really channel or connect deeper and closer to the universe, to whatever downloads you're getting, dreams. So pay close attention to them, but don't get attached to them. Don't ever get attached to anything. The ego is always ready to surge, right? Oh, I was wise in this situation. Oof, that's the ego again. Ego meaning that you haven't disappeared yet. We haven't disappeared yet. When we disappear, there's no such thing as I did this or feeling good about this or that. It's not about not feeling good or feeling bad, actually. It's just feeling this calm, this heart, this peacefulness inside. So this deepness is the disappearance. We have the Hierophant energy here with wisdom. This is it. We are asked to drop deeper and deeper and deeper, and we're faced with a choice right now. There's two timelines, the timeline of fear, anxiety, and the timeline of everything is possible. That's why you could be feeling numb or unmotivated, or even your creativity changing, your interest changing. And it's okay. Just show up and see what happens, right? But here with partnerships and alliances, community is coming on strongly. And we have, where is this? It will come later. But we have a power couple, men holding a coin, woman holding a coin. That could be very significant in a twin flame journey, but also a soulmate or very strong intimate relationship here. Where, yes, this relationship is going to bring abundance, but perhaps there are things to be shifted. We're learning to compromise, but stay who we are. Okay? Defend to the end the worthwhile. Who are you? In the midst of this community, who are you? Are you able to show up and be vulnerable, but not let anybody cross the line? Are you able to be like a rock, present, show up, but not be walked on. And not in an egoic way. It's just letting the presence shine and be so full that this light cannot be touched. Again, we have this very dark energy around. The more light you become, the more you're going to attract people with problems, people with darknesses, people that are selfish because they need something, because they're suffering. Okay? That needs to be known for what it is. Okay? Now, there's a lot of adjustment possibilities, like we just said before. Everything is open. You can manifest anything right now. And so it's up to us to step up to the plate, to choose which path we're going to go on. It's a constant focus and choice internally. And it's not easy because, again, this mind is kind of all over the place. So you could be finding it harder to focus right now. But there is a reason for this. It's because we're kind of in no man's land where everything is open. But when everything is open, it's the light as well as darkness that is open, right? All is open. What are you going to choose is the most important. So that's why there's this grounding that needs to take place. Those two came. You know, you have soul tree and grounding. And almost the two same images, right? We kind of have the water and the fire here. The enlightenment and the heart. An enlightened heart. What is that? Right? Ponder on that. What is an enlightened heart? If you're not here in the body, if you're not nurturing your body, which is divine, which is enlightened, then you can't manifest the light. The light is embodied. It has to be embodied. But for this, you first need to be in the awareness. Because the body also is filled with memory, conditioning, and all of those things. So it's the awareness first. The awareness of the light, of your light body that transfuses and is embodied by your body so you can manifest this light here. Not the other way around. Legacy of light. We are leaving a legacy of light. And perhaps our work, the results of our work won't be seen in our lifetime. Perhaps they will be seen in generations to come. But this moment in time is so important. So many new downloads, new discoveries when it comes to, you know, other cosmic beings, the power, the magic that we are as humans, you know, the power of our minds that we haven't used, you know, all of those things we're awakening to. This expansion is like so unheard of that we shouldn't linger in the past anymore. There's just so much to be discovered. We need to expand to such a point that we don't remember who we were, right? And that again is a tremendous focus that we need to have every single day. Now, yes, ready to jump. Are you ready to jump? And to no longer be who you are. It's completely new. It's like amnesia. You have to get to that point. Total amnesia. Now, I have a few, I have those two cards from the Twin Flame deck that I wanted to show you. You have Surrender, Dark Night of the Soul, and Path of Least Resistance, Choose Ease and Grace. So in all of that, you know that the mind will always complicate everything. But that is why here, even though perhaps you don't know what is going on, who you are, because you're being pressured in so many ways, and perhaps being pushed out of your comfort zone, there's a need to surrender. A surrender that is complete. And the surrender is also to choose this easiness, this grace, this What is simple, right? What is the most simple? What is the easiest to do, to be, to not complicate, and to enter our vortex, aligning with infinite abundance, your own vortex. Every single one of us has its own vortex that is part of the vortex of the universe. But we enter through different doors and we express it differently, uniquely. So it's up to us to choose for ourselves. For this, you need to go within. We have here healing, separation. I haven't seen the card, but here we go. Go within, healing, separation. When we talk about the heart, rebirth. Now you also got healing here. We are healing so much. That's why there's a need for time for ourselves so that we can come to life truly. And it's okay if we're feeling a little dead or numb. Linger in this wide openness, but know that in this wide openness, there's the light and the dark. What will you choose? You have here support and spiritual growth. Yeah, we're going through this. And just know that there is support. You have all those angels here. They're looking at the planet Earth. We're not alone, Pisces. We are not alone. If you feel alone with perhaps all the humans around you, just know that there is another dimension, a higher dimension that is always here with you. Okay? And the ultimate source, God, the universe, divine, however you want to call it, the purest essence of creation, is always with you. So don't let your mind bring you back. No. Amnesia, remember? Spiritual amnesia. Let's get to those cards that I wanted to read to you. So, the first one was from the Psalm cards. I will put the link below. And it has to do with community. Choose your friends wisely. Yeah. Unchecked individualism not only isolates you, it robs you of the protection that a community can provide. The support of other seekers, other practitioners who are committed to cultivating their spirituality is vital to your efforts to create and maintain a spiritual practice. And if you don't have them physically, again, there's so much support on YouTube, on internet, books, whichever. Get into the habit of asking, is this person, place, or thing leading me toward or away from the light? If you seek the light, you must be in the company of other light seekers. The spiritual nourishment that you offer one another will help to keep darkness at bay so individual consciousness can further expand. Now, this other one from the I Ching that I love. Number 31. Has to do about a particular relationship. The attraction. There is a lasting and deep attraction between you and the person or situation you inquire about. The original text stresses the importance of this sign for the attraction between man and woman as the foundation for family and offspring. If you want to judge a person, then take care of what he or she attracts. Test his or her efforts and ideas and discern how much effect this has on you. By grasping what is essential, possibilities, problems, surroundings, you have a peek into the future. In the situation you inquire about, you are in the stronger position. So take the initiative. So that's important, Pisces, because like you saw before, they were saying the effect this has on you. At one point, we need to see that we are actually more powerful than we think. Remember, power was the first card today. Maybe that you're with someone that is not so awakened or practicing, that has a lot of ego and is very loud. And sometimes their energy overbears you. And that can be very draining. But in this situation, you have to ask yourself, why? Why is this actually doing anything to me? Because I am allowing it. It's not about the person, it's about you. And so you have the power here to influence the darkness into the light and to not fall into darkness, right? You achieve your best results by clearing your thinking, right, of all aims, prejudice, and patterns. So your own patterns, but also your own, judgment of yourself or others, or this other person. Let yourself be influenced and changed, and you will find mutual attraction and influence. So this fine balance between compromise and being who you are, right? Use your own power and strength with care. In an atmosphere of cooperation and trust is very important. All matters will thrive and result in a rich harvest. Mutual influence creates common experience. You must recognize and live this before there is a change. Live this, walk your talk. So, relationships, especially intimate relationships, are, I feel, the most powerful opportunities for us to deepen our spiritual practice, because you're faced with your own ego in a very close manner. And so there's so much that can be learned, right? So in any situation, before reacting, judging, check with yourself, right? Check with yourself and see truly what is happening before pointing the finger, right? And it could very be that you are the light and this person is darker, but it's not about that anymore. Whoops, sorry. It's not about that. It's about just the light now. Okay. So I did shuffle a few cards. I have some tarot cards that came through and I wanted to share them again. So to finish, we had the Eight of Wands and the Strength that came through, of course, right? The Strength twice. So this means traveling. It means, movement forward. It did come reverse, so that could be a stagnation. That could be perhaps, issues in traveling, or not issues, but, sometimes like things being slowed down, or, things not happening exactly as planned. But whatever is going on right now, it could be that things are not going as fast as you would like, or they are going so fast that you feel overwhelmed. But it's up to your strength, finding your inner strength here and not getting into the complaining, this is too much, this is this. No. We have to see all of it as an opportunity to grow and go deeper and not be triggered. So feeling the emotion, but not reacting to it. Making space with whatever trigger from another person or situation is happening so that we can grow from it. The Six of Pentacles came through. Even give and take, finding this balance, so important. Someone could be helping you as well. You could be helping someone in a very important way. Now, King of Pentacles. This is abundance. This is grounding. This is getting into the manifestation, into this reality, this world, this three-dimensional field. This is being serene and consistent, perseverant. And we have Three of Cups, celebration, community, but also this can reverse. So it could have to do with, again, this needing to be very discerning about who is around you. You could be within a community and having to choose to not take on the energies of some people that are perhaps more superficial or have their own issues, right? And finally, we got the Magician. This is a power of manifestation right now. You can do anything. You can choose anything. What will you choose, Pisces? The light, right? The light. And underneath, we got the 10 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 7 of Wands. Of course. Defending to the end the worthwhile, who you are, the boundary setting. The wheel is turning in your favor. That's good luck. You're getting into your dream life. You can do it. Now you need to be the warrior with this inner strength to trust and go for it, whatever it takes. Okay, Pisces, and get out of those swords. Self-sabotage, get out. We're done with the drama, the ego. We're done. Spiritual amnesia. I love you, Pisces. Take care. See you very soon. Bye-bye.